Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Baby Jesus back at it again with another video. Alright guys, so welcome back to Pastor's Kid Reacts to Paranormal Videos. This is episode 13, part 2. It is late at night, but I barely woke up because I have not been feeling well all day. So I honestly just napped a little bit and I just woke up and I want to watch some scary videos. Let's go. We're picking up exactly where we left off. In part 1, let's continue.
All of a sudden, I would say that this is probably fake, but I'm not too sure. What do you think? Is this girl indeed lost and playing with an imaginary friend, and there's something paranormal to it, or is it just staged?
Yeah, it looks fake.
One thing that I really enjoy doing in my free time is getting out of the city and going into the woods
Yeah, me
just
too.
to listen to the birds chirping, the wind,
can't walk,
and
but
just
me
being
too.
in the middle of nature is really important. And there's a lot of things that one can do when you're in the middle of the woods, like hunting, meditating, and the list goes on. Throat King Sing is an Instagrammer and a TikToker who has been doing this overtone chanting technique in the middle of the woods
I already saw this one. I'm not going to critique it. Let's just watch it and let's go.
and live streaming it to his fans. And if you take a look at his TikTok or Instagram, it's full of videos of him doing this wonderful technique, and to be honest, he's really good at it. The thing is, Throat King Sing is not focused on cryptids, paranormal, or anything of sort. However, there's one specific video that he uploaded where he attracts a deer that seems to be somewhat hypnotized by his singing. And this is what he captured on camera on a live stream.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and now he's confused. Alright.
Did you see that? During his live stream, Throat King Sing focuses on the deer in the background. This is when his camera sort of glitches, and when it focuses back, you can see what appears to be two humanoid creatures lurking in the background. The deer did not notice them, Throat King Sing did not notice them, but the camera captured it. Now whatever these things are, if they're cryptids or not, it seems that the deer is not scared by them or anything like that, which makes this all very strange. Now, internet users are divided between is this fake or staged, or is this the real deal, and is Throat King Sing actually drawing the attention of cryptids or entities while doing this overtone chanting technique? What is your take? Is this faked for views, or is it the real deal? And if so, what is it exactly that he caught on camera? Even though there are countless videos and pictures of ghosts and paranormal, it's still not exactly accepted by the scientific community. However, what's curious is that if you sit
Dumbasses.
down with friends, family, your uncles, your grandma, your grandpa, they'll probably share stories of things that they won't know exactly how to explain.
So I got a cousin. I got a cousin that can see dead people. It's already been like proven, as in like people outside of the family. They have taken him to places, not divulged any information, and he's figured out people have died here, who has their names, things like that. Like it's legit stuff, guys. Like no lies. He's not even religious, but he sees dead people. So yeah, I don't see dead people unless is that a demon dog? No, it's just Megan Fox. Megan. Megan. Megan.
A ghost, a shadow figure, sometimes a disturbing dream of some sort of presence inside the room. These kind of things are shared by a lot of people.
The Hat Man.
And what's peculiar is that it's very
He's
similar.
my best friend.
It's
He's
as
my
if there
bestie.
is indeed something out there that we can't see with our physical eyes. Now, taking all of that into consideration, sometimes urban explorers catch something on camera
Oh, do they?
without any intentions of doing
Do
so.
they, James?
Sometimes they're exploring an abandoned place, a very old abandoned place, and by chance, they catch something that's not supposed to be there. There's no one there, but there it is. And this is sort of what happened with Realm Explore YouTube channel last week when they went to explore an old mansion that was built in the 1900s that later turned into a nursing home. The mansion was originally built in 1909 by Isaac Newton Spiegelberg, and the estate included a 49-room Tudor-style mansion and 20 acres of extensively landscaped land. Later, at some point, the house was sold and a nursing home set up shop in the old Tudor mansion, and a couple of decades after that, there was a fire that started in the garage, and the house was abandoned. Nowadays, the mansion is surrounded by chain link fence and is completely unoccupied. On April 2021, Realm Explorer decided to do an urban exploration inside the property, and after uploading the exploration to YouTube, a subscriber of his noticed something strange. This is what happened.
The tiling, because initially I bet you was probably mostly stone.
That's wild.
Ooh, I like the camera. The camera quality, it looks cool.
Okay.
Secret passage,
Yeah.
right to where that door was.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, there's a safe right there.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's exactly where we're going. Oh, pumpkin hanging.
Elevator?
See the safe? Oh, this place has an elevator. That's
An elevator? Jesus Christ. They see something.
Once again, another cutout.
That's a
Cement room,
beautiful
I think,
home.
just
Gee,
in
I
case
want to live
they
there.
frame
yeah.
that safe in.
If you guys know of like haunted houses that are selling, let me know, because dude, none of that scares me, and I want a house. So yeah, just let me know.
Pretty ingenious.
oh. Yeah, I'm just tripping over myself. Empty. This paper is 2006.
That was
Chris and
20
his
years
team
ago.
calmly explore
2006 was 20 years ago. God damn. God damn.
first floor of this abandoned
hell
wrecked
no.
mansion.
Hell no.
Place is huge and has a very ominous feeling to it.
Yeah, but I say
It's when they go to the second floor that they find a very strange piece of old newspaper, and right after that, something really bizarre happens. This is what they caught on camera. Did you see it? What appears to be two shadow figures are lurking in the dark, one to the left and one in the end of the hallway, and Chris was able to capture it on camera. Now at first I thought
I
that
didn't
this
see
was
them at
just an
all.
illusion or a shadow caused by the flashlight itself. However, Chris pans the camera around a second time and nothing happens. There is no illusion, no shadow produced by the flashlight. So in this case, I believe this is the real deal. Now Chris did not see this at the time with his naked eye, but I believe he felt something, and this is why he pans the camera a second time and gets the heck out of there as fast as possible. You can see that he does not go on alone and explore these places. The thing is, if you do not know what a shadow person is, it's an entity believed to be a moving
Or as my friend Casper Sight, and God bless her, his brother just passed away, Casper Sight, rest in peace. He would say, "Shadow bastard, bastard." I didn't see them at first, but upon closer inspection, that was badass. That was sick. That was 90-10. 90 that it's legit, 10 that it's fake. I don't think that was faked. I don't think but yeah, I'm 90, maybe 95.5. 95 that is legit. That's legit shit. That's real paranormal, shadow person, shadow bastard. Real shit, dude. That looked dope. That was crazy.
Moving patch of shadow that in other places like Saudi Arabia it is called a jinn, or in the Western world it's called a demon. It's something that if you believe in the paranormal or the supernatural, you do not want to mess with. There are a couple of videos out there that may actually prove the existence of such an entity, but to this day it's considered a myth, just a story that many people tell out there that they have seen something like this before.
Dime qué quieres. ¿Qué se te perdió? ¿Nos quieres hacer daño? ¿Nos quieres hacer más daño? Lárgate.
Dogs are ready for bed. It's just a peaceful night here. Get ready to go to bed myself. What the f is that? What? Oh!
In this case, what do you think is going on here? Is this just an illusion caused by the flashlight? Or is it something else? Maybe a person hiding in the house? Or is it indeed a shadow person? Now, talking about creepy things in the woods. A man in Brazil was walking with his dog in an undisclosed location. This is when he started hearing strange noises coming from not so far away. He started searching around for these strange sounds. And he caught something chilling on camera.
Eu acho que pra cá não vai dar, pessoal. Vou ter que ir pro lado de cá. Vou desse lado de cá, pessoal, que tá mais fácil. Porém, eu não tô conseguindo ouvir ainda, mas tá bem baixinho. Acho que não vai dar pra passar pra vocês no vídeo. Vou aproximar aqui pra vocês ouvirem. O som sai de dentro da pedra.
All right. That kind of audio can be added in after the fact. The question here is, was it? Is that legitimately coming from the rock? Or is that edited audio? Edited. That's the real question.
Aí, ó, tem hora que para. Muito estranho, pessoal. Vou ter que sair daqui. Aqui é um local que tem bastante quartos. Vou mostrar pra vocês. Um local de bastante quartos. E é uma pedra grande. Muito estranho.
Unfortunately, I do not know the original source of this video, neither the exact location of where this was recorded, but this is indeed a very strange phenomenon. Have you ever seen anything like this yourself, and what do you think is really going on here? Moving from one house to another can be something stressful, mainly if you're going to renovate it. Now, it is certainly interesting to check, at least, the history behind certain houses. For instance, if you're moving to a very old house, it's nice to find out if it was a nursing home, if it was an insane asylum, and things of sort. A couple of months ago, Ben in Georgia created a TikTok account to upload videos of a project that they had to renovate a house that they bought on an auction in 2020. In this case, a very old house, a house that was built in the 1920s. They were looking for a big house to do this renovating project, and they found one. The thing is that they certainly did not check the background story to this house. And well, this is when things started to get creepy. It all started when they found a hidden room during renovation. Curious like most people, they managed to get inside. The room was empty. However, when they looked up, they saw a bag hanging from the ceiling. When they opened the bag, a very old book.
Oh my god. Okay, on the one hand, imagine how creepy that would be. That's what you find locked up in a hidden room. On the other hand, this is prime fake ghost hunting type of shit. Let's see what happens.
Book was inside. And paying close attention to the video, you can see that when they open the book, there are many letters inside and pages that have been ripped apart. According to GBTV, they felt something strange in the house and they heard noises coming from the attic.
As soon as they opened the door, or since getting there?
So one day they decided to
I watched too many horror movies.
check it out even though they hadn't finished working on the first floor. You can see in the very beginning in the first videos that the couple seems very happy about the project, about the house itself. There's not much to it. However, it's when they find this attic and the things inside that things start to slowly change. On their first visit to the attic, they find a suitcase and a strange piece of clothing. Well, this is what happens next.
That music though.
What they found inside left them completely baffled. It appears that there was some sort of a burned statue, and inside another box, which they thought was another book, was actually a wooden cross. Now this is when it first crossed their mind. Maybe this house was used by some sort of cult or maybe for rituals. But still they had hope that this was just a coincidence.
That looks like witchcraft and Satanism kind of stuff. You don't have to be in a cult to do this kind of stuff. A lot of Mexicans do it. That's dangerous stuff. As in, like, the people who associated with that place, like, were not in their mental, in a good mental state. And you're there touching all that stuff.
Taking into consideration that the items that they found were very strange and disturbing, Ben and Georgia continued on searching for other things in the attic. They found an old picture of what appears to be the family that maybe lived in this house. A box containing what appears to be old replacements for lamp switches and things like that. Another box that was locked up. And a mirror. Supposedly there was nothing strange about these objects except for the fact that the box that was locked up had a pentagram carved on its side and strange writings that I'm not too sure what they mean. The thing is, when they moved the mirror from one side to the other, it rattled. As if there was some sort of object inside it, a metallic object.
The frame could be loose.
After days of curiosity, they then decided to break the mirror apart, and they found an object inside of it, what appears to be a key. Now, of course, taking into consideration that they had a box that was locked, the first thing they did was try to open it up, and well, it worked. And here's what
like
was
a key
inside.
from like cartoons.
What appears to be a burnt piece of Ouija board, a necklace, another key, and, well, hair. Now this is the part where things get too strange, in my opinion. Why are Ben and Georgia still living inside of this house? Why are they not moving out? If I were them, this is definitely a sign for me to leave. The other thing is, it's too much of a coincidence. Maybe this is all fake, maybe this is all planned. However, if you stop to think about it, There are hundreds, if not thousands, of strange stories about abandoned old houses, nursing homes, insane asylums, and the list goes on. Mysterious things that actually occurred in these places, things that had absolutely no explanation.
Okay, I'm not sure if he's gonna keep going on with that like segue, but that transition was weird. Guys, that didn't look that didn't look fake or set up. It looked pretty legit as far as like that nothing was planted like that. That's what they legit found. Now, with that being said, whether that's fake or whether it's real, are you really willing to take that risk? Like, or better yet, let me put it to you this way: get the fuck out of there. Just get the fuck out of there. Oh my god, dude, that's like prime Mexican, like, which it's not even Mexican, dude, because it's all over the world. But like, yeah, you guys don't. You guys want to be Scientologists. You guys want to deny. Why doesn't God speak like He used to? Like, yeah, but everyone stopped listening. That's also the difference. So, yeah, guys, just don't. Let's
Actually,
continue.
one incident, we were actually right here on the porch unloading chairs one night.
On the porch.
About 12:30 at night, and we actually had a song come on the radio. My sister was here with me. We were unloading chairs, and she said, "Rick, the radio went on in the car." We've caught pictures of full bodies looking out the windows and full faces looking out the windows at us.
So maybe this is the case with Ben in Georgia. Maybe they came across an old house that was used for some sort of ritual. Now, Ben and Georgia continued on with their lives, renovating the house, and one day they were renovating a room and found out that black ashes were falling from one of the ceiling. Ben and Georgia continued on renovating the house for a few more days. This is when they started renovating the floor, and under the floorboards they found another box. This one, however, was covered in wax. Curious, Ben and Georgia opened the box, but this time they were not able to open it with the key that they found. Ben had to open it up with power tools. And well, this is what they found inside: a Ouija board and strange writing on the box. And the following days, they found a letter in the chimney. The letter came along with 2 old British coins. Now it seems that this letter was written with old Thai, and Ben did what anyone would do. Curious, he sent an email to many of his friends who maybe could translate Thai, and at some point, he got an answer from one of his friends, and this is what he replied. He says that the Thai that is used in the letter is slightly different to modern writing, and that they can't make it all out, but it says in short that the trinket box that was acquired a few years back at the CM market should never had left the boat. Now take into consideration that probably this letter was written in the 1920s. The letter also mentions family curse or confusion of the wrong item, and that the person insists the box is destroyed. The letter also references an address in Bangkok and talks about a postcard. The letter finishes with, "We apologize for everything, and if you ever return to Siam, come find me." For now, Ben and Georgia are still renovating the house, and I'm not too sure exactly how this story is going to end. The thing is, internet users are divided. Is this staged? Is this fake? Or is it the real deal? I myself am not too sure. What is your take? Well,
That was a creepy video because I've seen that kind of stuff. Like legit. That's brujeria. That's brujeria. That's witchcraft. So imagine getting all that stuff, putting all that dust on it, putting all that fake webbing on it in order to make it look this good. So if it's fake, it's done so well. If it's real, my god, guys, like that is creepy AF. I'm not scared. Like, yeah, I'll go in there, but I'm also gonna get the fuck out because why do I want to mess with that? You know, I don't have to be brave or not scared to be smart. You know. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Damn, dude, that last video rattled me. It was cool. Imagine it's like a treasure hunt and finding all that shit. And fucking Thai in 1920. What the fuck? It's random shit too. But hey, sometimes you never know with kind of demonic stuff. You don't know where, what, who, what, when, where, how, why, though, why, how art thou, you know? So, anyways, guys, this was the That Is Impossible channel with James. Really good channel. Check it out on your guys' own if you want to check out other videos. If you guys are into more illegal aliens and things like that, he does a bunch of that shit. And not just like paranormal and stuff. He does like Bigfoot sightings. He does Wolfman, things like that of that nature. But anyways, that was cool. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful night. Take care. God bless. Goodbye.